No, why?
I like Halloween, or really all of October, because it's Halloweeny, because I can like wear all of my normal clothes without people thinking it's really weird. Honestly.
So you can be as odd as you want to be and have it be normal, huh?
And without people like yelling at me from across the street and stuff. Yeah.
People yell at you across the street?
Many times in my life, I tend to wear bizarre enough outfits that, like, just because, not for any particular reason. And it's less so as an adult, and it's also less so in the area that I live in now, because it's a pretty crazy.
I was gonna say, like, it seemed like it's pretty accepting where you are.
It is overall, but still, this is one of my favorite hats. I got this on my Burning Man trip with Joe Polish, and it looks like it's leather. And it would be great if it was, but it's not. It's totally a costume hat that's very well made. And it has this wire in here so you can kind of do different things with it. But it's kind of like my pirate hat. I like it. I wear it year round, but this is a perfect time. I wear it a lot in October because this is a great hat to wear. And this is kind of my go-to hat and sunglasses this time of year.
Right on.
And I was thinking, I was just upstairs.
It's like a Harry Potter wizard type hat.
Yeah, it's also very wizardly. I agree. And it was on my, it was up in my bedroom on my shelf, and I was like, oh, I'll just throw these on for the video, and I bet more people will watch it, right? Because it seems like videos that have me wearing weird stuff, more people. Marilyn says, "What a great hat! You see? Right there. What a great hat. Thanks, Marilyn." Marilyn knows what's up. And
I don't know why the comments didn't come through on the other dealio.
The other dealio?
Yeah, the full comment board didn't show that comment, but I just refreshed it. I can see it on below our thing. Hello, Marilyn.
So I was like, oh, the many hats we wear. I was thinking about that as entrepreneurs. And I was also thinking about our conversation earlier today about the whole one man, one woman, one person show.
Right.
And how I was thinking about how you get to choose how you're going to show up in your business. You get to choose how you're going to show up in front of your people. And then I was like, oh, I'm putting on a mask here. I'm putting on a little outfit, right? And it's a little bit like the mascot method and the fictional marketing stuff. It's like you can be the same person underneath, but like you just change the wrapping paper up a little bit, right? And all sorts of cool things can happen where you're totally different, right? I got this amazing gem of a mask with Jesse Elder in New Orleans.
That looks like very New Orleans.
Yeah, it was right around Mardi Gras, and I was in a mad rush to get a mask, and I ran at full speed while wearing like a really nice suit. And it was like a black tie event, and I didn't have a mask, and I booked it like 3 miles across town because I knew I could, and got to this mask store like right before they were closing, and then I had to like run 3 miles back. In a suit because it was going to take too long because all the streets were crowded, So I'm wearing like a black suit, like a really nice tie, a fancy shirt, and like running at top freaking speed through the back alleys of New Orleans. And this mask, it's actually made of metal. It's made of laser etched.
Really?
Metal.
No kidding.
And I got it for like 2/3 off because you see there are these little gems.
Yeah,
they are plastic, to be fair. They're not like diamonds or something, but it was missing these. They like popped off in transit, and so because it was missing half the gems, they couldn't sell it for the normal like $400. So I got it for like $100 or something, and it was great. It's awesome. And
when was this, man?
Several years ago. It was for a marketing conference, New Orleans. Bunch of people were there. I don't remember which conference it was. Escapes my mind. But the idea, I mean, it's October, it's Halloween, it's COVID, everybody's wearing masks. I remember.
I think that mask has a little bit to be desired in the hygiene department, though.
That's right.
Although you don't have to worry about smelling your own breath.
That's right. I remember when COVID began and everybody, donned their masks when going into the grocery store, or when the grocery store was the only place we could go, right? And I remember having an experience where I found people a lot more interesting for a little while, because it was like every day is a masquerade, like who's hiding behind the mask, and everybody's eyes are kind of shifting back and forth. Everybody's trying to figure out, at least in a small town where everybody normally knows each other, like everybody's trying to figure out who's underneath the mask. So it felt a lot like a masquerade while like trying to dodge people in the aisles of the grocery store for me.
It's funny when I go out these days, and it's not that often that I go out, but like today was one of those days where, I was wearing a mask, and I forget how often I use facial expressions, smiling, to, like indicate that I'm paying attention, other than, like verbally speaking. And it was just so funny to like, I even said one time when I went to my doctor's office a month or two ago, and I said, you can't see me right now, but I'm actually smiling at what you're saying.
Right. Oh, it's very funny. The whole thing is very funny. I also had an interesting experience, speaking of masks, the other day. I've been finding myself in the car with my mask on because I forget to take it off.
Yeah.
And I'm not I don't like the masks any more than anybody else does.
Yeah, neither do I, but
I don't like them. I wear them, and I believe they are probably keeping us safer. Vermont is like one of the most free and clear of COVID states in the country, right? So I'm in a pretty sweet area as far as not having to really worry. But one of the reasons that Vermont's great is because everybody's wearing masks. Like people are, there aren't that many people, and everybody's, keeping their distance. And I realized the other day is the masks don't fit me. There aren't many good beard masks, and like tucking my beard into one of these masks is a pain in the ass, frankly. So they don't fit me very well. But I realized that it was strange that I started having a unusual sense of comfort or protection, like a shield, right? Which I didn't before. It was just a nuisance, and it's like a security blanket in a way. And I was like, whoa, this is weird. It was weird realizing that I kind of felt this way about this thing that I didn't really want to be wearing in the first place. Very, very interesting. I bet there'll be books and books written about the whole mask phenomena.
Yeah, I'm not at the point. Sometimes I wear it in the car just because I don't want to forget to take it in the house or to bring it in where I got to go. But I like hate wearing it myself. But I you can't ignore the stats.
That's right.
That it actually does. Well, down in Florida, it's a different scenario. But I'm not talking political now, guys. So leave that alone. This is not a political statement. This is just about health and actual like documented results based upon wearing masks.
Watch this. This is gonna be good, I think. It should be like this.
I'm dying to know what year it was that. I think it looks better underneath it, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's more comfortable too.
Well, it looks spookier that way, like because it's like somehow that's like a skeleton.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like, I have to cover my nose, right? Yeah. That's right.
You can't see it as much if you get a darker color mask.
That's right. Black mask.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. So, are you in your business, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, masked skeletons of all ages? I guess we all are masked skeletons, really, underneath it all.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
Are you in your business right now? Are you a one-man show, one-woman show, one-person show? Yes or no? Please let us know in the comments. And really what that means is, do you have at least one full-time employee or team member? If not, then you're for all six and purposes, a one-man, one-woman show. Very curious. Or do you have a team? One of the one of the biggest reasons that I see entrepreneurs failing or failing to grow is because their vision for what their job or their responsibilities look like within the business is limited to them doing the amount of work that they have in the time of the day, so that they can only grow to a certain level. If you think about, like, if you were going to, go back to the restaurant thing we were talking about earlier today, but if you were going to start a restaurant and you're actually going to learn how to do it right first, let's say you're going to start like a gourmet pizza restaurant that like has 100 tables or 50 tables. Let's have 50 tables. How many people do you think you need on your team working for you in that business in order to have a successful, assuming you have you have great food, assuming you have a huge audience, assuming everything works, how many people do you need on your full-time team in order to run a business like that?
And that's I have no idea, which is why I don't own or run a business like that, because I have no interest in that type of.
You'd need 20 or 30 people.
Yeah, and I don't think it all, that's the other thing, especially in this day and age. I don't know if you've ever read the book Company of One.
I haven't.
Brilliant book. And but it shows you how to get leverage through automation, through different types of systems, through like just to capitalize on technology in smart ways, and really being realistic about what it is that you want. And instead of going bigger and bigger and bigger, get smaller and smaller and smaller. And that doesn't mean that you're not leveraged, because it's like, I forget where this first started, but like in the, like maybe around 2007-ish, it was all the rage, but being a rugged individualist, like, like and I think that as entrepreneurs, that like type A personality people like ourselves, we have a certain amount of our identity is tied up in being that savior, being that the go-to person, being the person that can create it, that has to make things happen, and that's like the old school version of entrepreneurialism, where you don't have to be, everything doesn't have to begin and end and hinge on you. And that definitely extends to the human teams, but it also extends to being smart about how you leverage yourself, whether it's outsourcing or whether it's system-wide type leverage, and or that you have a business that becomes a leverage point for you, like even beyond the systems and yourself. Like, could the business not only, could it continue with or without you being personally involved, slicing the salami, so to speak, day in, day out? And not only could it survive, but could it actually continue to grow without you being personally involved? And for a lot of us entrepreneurs, that concept sounds good, but because we're so wrapped into it with identity, that if we, and I apologize, I'm having camera issues. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, but you are freezing up on my end, actually. So
all right. I'll switch cameras in a second, but well, you know what? Oh, I can't do that. That won't help. The only point is that I'll just say it without my lips, and then I'll fix my my
mask on.
Yeah. The issue is that I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, that we get so wrapped up in the identity of it.
That's right.
That it means something to us, that all of a sudden it's some sort of a like, if we aren't the one making the magic happen, that we're less of a person. If we're not busy. I remember, like, when I used to work my idea of working a half a day is when I only worked 12 hours. Yeah. And like when I would get up and get to the office at 3 a.m. and run through till, 7 or 8 in the evening, I would wear that as a badge of honor. The fact that you couldn't outwork me was a badge of honor. The fact that I was miserable to be around was a badge of honor. Right. And I think that's a big piece of it also, that you got to be careful to look at that as well. And now I will temporarily leave you.
All right. Goodbye. All right. So let's see. I'm going to turn Joshua's system off here, and hopefully he'll pop back on here in a minute. So Marilyn says, I'm a one-woman proprietor. Though I have people I can outsource as needed, such as a web developer, I would like to build more of a virtual team. Yeah, so what I found is that a lot of people, they think about their business at the capacity that they are able to function, or that they would be able to fulfill on it as a sole individual. And I totally agree with Joshua that there are numerous ways that you can actually start going bigger while working less. Really, they involve systems. And those systems are either going to involve people or they're going to involve technology. Usually they're going to involve some of both, but there are some really amazing, really phenomenal things that you can do as far as systems are concerned, just with technology alone, in order to grow your business beyond where you currently are, right? And this is one of the reasons we all, or Joshua and I anyway, really recommend that you focus on building your audience via email, right? So that you can start getting leverage there. So as you're communicating, as you're sending out emails, as you're sending out marketing messages, as you're doing videos, your audience continues to grow and grow and grow, so that when you write that email that people read, and then that they click on a link and they go buy something, the bigger your list gets, the more people start seeing that. And speaking of which, I have a really great thing. I'm not going to report exact numbers because I didn't ask her, but Jacqueline just texted me 10 minutes ago and said that her email list has grown by 1,000 subscribers in the last month.
Good for her. She's starting to get some momentum.
Yep. A month ago, she told me that her contact list had doubled in size in the previous month, and now it went up by over 1,000 again. And Jacqueline is fascinating. She's in our 99 days program, which, by the way, let's just talk about that for a second. So imagine how you could change your life in 99 days, or what could change in your life. That was the idea behind 99 days. What I didn't realize was that everyone would follow in my footsteps. And so here's what 99 days has become. The original idea for 99 days, it's a free Facebook group. It's a resource that we created specifically to help you improve one area of your life at a time. And the idea was to decide on the area of your life that you're going to improve, and to go in and do your thing every single day in order to improve at the results that you get doing that one thing. Usually, Joshua, we were talking about learning by doing. And when it comes to internet business, what I have found and what I've learned and practiced is something that I learned from Joe Polish. And the idea is that which is tracked improves, and that which is tracked and reported on improves exponentially.
For sure.
And so the idea was, look, if I'm going to do push-ups every single day for 99 days, because I'm going to get in shape, then the whole point would be start doing push-ups every day for 99 days and then report in on that. And you could report in on it on video.
Right.
You could do the video of you doing your push-ups, which would be ideal, right? That way it all happens in one move. Or if for some reason you just can't manage to, if it's something that is truly not videoable for whatever reason, then you could do a video report afterward telling the world, right, how you did. And what we found is that the majority of people that have joined 99 Days want to grow their business. And because of the video component, what people are doing, they're saying, I'm going to do a video every single day for 99 days to get in the habit of doing a video every single day for 99 days to grow my following, to build my audience, to build my tribe, to build my list, right? To build my group of people who want to buy the products and services that I have to offer. And so Jacqueline is our single most devout 99 days
zealot.
Zealot. And she's been going for well over 200 days. She's in a unusual niche, to say the least. You might not call intuition that unusual, but Jacqueline does spoon bending parties. Okay, she gets people together both online Zoom calls to bend spoons with their mind. Okay, from the comfort of their own home, to stick coins to walls using mind power. Okay, I took one of her courses, one of her classes a decade ago, and I still have the bent silverware that I bent with my mind in my liquor cabinet to prove it. So it's usually on my desk, but I cleaned it up. So really, really, really cool stuff. So first of all, hats off to Jacqueline, whether you're watching or not. I get the impression you're not, because you usually say hi if you are. But what?
Yeah, congrats, Jacqueline. That's awesome.
Yep, it's so good, because I mean, by over 1,000 people in a month, that means she's getting 30 a day, 50 a day. I don't know, quite a few a day. And she's doing these videos on Facebook Live and following our process and directing people to her opt-in page, and it's working. It's working like crazy. So, and this is all free, by the way. This is she's trading her time for subscribers. This is not through paid ads. So it's an organic methodology that you can use not only to grow your list, but to create amazing content for your list.
You know, I mean, a couple things, so many things on this that can be leveraged here and just learn from. But as I was listening to this, is like the personal development aspects, even if you're not doing it to, you know, not getting into the live streaming for the purposes of growing a business, so many people, I think, get scared of being off the cuff and getting, you know, in front of the camera and just turning it on and going. And the personal development aspects of the 99 days of doing just that, the personal growth that you experience inside. Just speaking from my own experiences, like I went through it when I first learned how to be on camera, you know, with old school, you know, studio camera work and stuff like that. And it was quite a learning curve. And I had to re-go through it again, you know, when I started working with you, Talman, and getting the live streams back and knocking the rust off and overcoming my own bullshit and my own, you know, mental monkeys that are, you know, and
all the reasons you shouldn't do it today, why you're not ready.
Yeah. And you know what? They were all valid, because I wasn't ready. I wasn't good. But you know what? The only way to get good is to get good, you know, is to get in the habit and get going. So it just, you know, it just struck me like the personal development aspects of it, the growth, you know, just being, if you're growth minded, the challenge of doing that and, you know, putting yourself out there authentically, who you are, however that happens to look for you, and not putting on a show, not putting on airs, but being yourself.
Yeah.
Even you, when you were trying on those masks, Talman, you still can't not be you. Like, you know, you were putting on masks, but you're being yourself, you know, and that's a very useful thing. The other thing that occurred to me is that, you know, once you get good, like Jacqueline's doing, and she's trading her time for money. Yes. But also all of that stuff, all of her past live streams that are clearly working well,
right?
All of them could be put on an automatic pilot, and she could be paid, you know, because in essence, all you're doing is you're guest posting, you know, in somebody else's blog, on somebody else's platform or system. And that's all a live stream is at this point inside of Facebook, is that it's a guest post, right? And you could do sponsored videos. You know, I mean, you could take any of those videos and turn them into sponsored videos that you could promote. And now you've got leverage working for you beyond, and like, you don't have to worry about doing it every day either, because now you can start to go after and target new people. And you know that you've got proven material after she's been doing it. What, like, she close to 200 days now or something?
Over 200.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she's got it. I mean, like, but look at the traction that she's now getting, 1,000 a month. If she just took the same type of videos and started targeting with very targeted ads for little money, you know, and broke those videos up And she's got 30 plus videos that she could deliver to people that they would obviously enjoy because they've been enjoying them, right? I mean, they've been getting value from them. So, I mean, like, talk about taking that leverage, even though it started completely manual labor and she had to knock the rust off and all of that. Now that's what I mean by, going from, smart leverage, like, just her time for money. Now she can start to leverage a system, and part of that system could be paid, sponsored guest posts, in essence, of the assets that she already has that she knows now works, and that she's got the expertise and the momentum with it. There's a lot to be said for the 99 days, with or without using it to increase your online income and following.
Yeah, there's tons and tons of side benefits, but I mean, it seems that people that are going after it hard and sticking to it are people who are mostly business driven or entrepreneurial driven.
Yeah.
So they're getting all those benefits, right?
Well, and I mean, let's face it, even if you're not necessarily, what's up, Gene?
Hey, Gene.
Even if you're not, into the entrepreneurial journey necessarily, in this particular moment in time with the uncertainty and all income and having a divergent path for the way that your income is generated is an important element that I think everybody can buy in on at a certain level, whether they want to scale it up to have a multi-million-dollar business and income, or they just want to have some power and control over that income. They want the freedom of, being able to give themselves a raise anytime they want. And they want the freedom of, that the being able to focus on what they love and contribute back, but at the same time have the security and safety and, sustainability and the certainty of a highly paid job.
Right.
And have the best of both worlds, so to speak, and like tied to that, like the power to give yourself a raise whenever you say so, to have the certainty, and have the freedom to live life on your terms and actually give yourself a raise. Now, I don't know many entrepreneurs that we give lip service to being able to, there's no cap on our income and such, but most entrepreneurs have a ceiling on their income. They're stuck.
True.
And they can't, because the reality is the way they've leveraged themselves, they get paid last.
Right.
And they have they're not very leveraged. And so it's very much like, if I get $1 today, it's spoken for today. And tomorrow I got to get another $1 because it's spoken for tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. It's true. It's true in so many ways. It's, Gene, we were just, I don't know if you caught this part. We were talking about Jacqueline, and she just added over 1,000 new subscribers to her list from doing daily live streams. She's over 200 days. So if you need a raise, you might want to consider doing a live stream every day. Right. And I know you've been working on that, Gene. It really does make a difference. And I want to point out for everybody that, like, if you have a domain name that you're sending people to where people can join your list, I mean, all you got to do is write it on a note card and show it like this. You can do that on your phone.
That Jacqueline's doing it?
Yeah, she's still doing it with a piece of paper. She's doing it with a piece of paper.
Yeah, and, holy crap, you're right.
I mean, she's
got it.
Yeah, she's cooking with fire. She's cooking with fire. And so it's really, really, really good. It's totally doable, totally achievable. So if you want to build your audience, start creating amazing content for your existing audience, and or build a new audience or business, and you're looking for a jump start, we have a great Facebook group created called 99 Days that I'm not currently charging anything for. Currently, we're offering.
You could charge
$99 for 99 days, baby. It's 99-day challenge. You totally could sell that. Right now, it's free. So if I'm
picking up what you're laying down,
could sell it for $99, or if you can get 9 people to register, then you can get
in
in
9 days.
It doesn't matter how long it takes you. When you get nine other people to sign up, you can get in for free. That's pretty hot. So at any rate, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a jump start and you'd like Joshua and I to kind of give you a little kick in the booty to move you forward on getting into action, creating traffic, building your audience, and facing the fear of getting in front of the camera, if you have any. If you don't have no fear, then all the more reason to do it.
Just get better at it.
That's right. That's right. If you're already good on camera, this is a great structure. One of the things that I'm most challenged by personally in my life is daily routine. And one of the things that 99 Days gives me is a scheduled time to go live every single day. Do I go live every single day? No, but I usually do. And does it always happen at the same time? No, it doesn't always happen at the same time, but most of the time, it happens at 2 p.m. Monday through Friday with Joshua Shafran and I. So it works really, really, really well. So if that's something that if you'd like to be part of that, just type 99 Days into the comments and I will send you a invitation. Now, I want to make sure that I see them because this is broadcasting out to like a bunch of different places. So shoot me or Joshua a private message that also says 99 Days on whatever platform you are watching this on so that we make sure you get your message, and we'll send you out an invitation to that group if you're ready to jump in and start doing some awesome daily live streams. It makes a huge, huge, huge difference for you. And we've got to get Jocelyn on here and interview her about.
Yeah, I want to. I got so many questions that I'd love to pick her brain about how she's evolved and what's gone on in her journey. Man, she's got a lot of really great things to share.
Can we interview you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern on our live stream about how it's going?
Cool.
Great. Awesome. All right, guys. So that's about it for now. It was really great seeing you all.
Likewise.
With you, yeah. Joshua, third time today.
Yep.
And we'll try to get Jacqueline on here ASAP, hopefully tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we can make that work.
Sounds like a plan.
Rock and roll. All right. Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.